Well, good evening everyone, and welcome to the final Spyrites quiz in this series. And we've got a great prize for the winner tonight. We'll have a replica shirt from the 1984-85 title-winning season, the Colite shirt. In fact, we'll take a look at that now. That's an image of that shirt with the pinstripes. Fondly remembered, I'm sure, by everyone who was around at that time to watch the Spyrites win promotion. Bob Newton, the top scorer that season. I've been on the phone to the Newt today, so he was pleased to hear about the plans to release the new replica shirt. I had a meeting with a representative of a retro shirt manufacturer yesterday, along with somebody who I think will be playing along tonight, John, who's our resident kit expert. Usually goes under the name of Boca Seniors. Former winner of the Spyrites quiz as well. And we agreed with the manufacturer that we'd try the 1984-85 shirt as a replica. So that will be on sale soon. It's only just going to go into manufacturing shortly because the decision was only made yesterday in principle. It's been given a thumbs up that we can go ahead with that, so that will be available. So the winner of tonight's quiz will be the very first person to receive that new replica shirt. Also on sale currently via the manufacturer is the iconic Union Jack shirt from the 1800s when Chesterfield played in that for a season. There is a link to the manufacturer's website on our club website, so if you take a look at that today, the latest story on there, and we talk about the quiz tonight and the fact that there is a replica shirt up for grabs, and I put a link on there to the Union Jack shirt as well. So that costs for adults £35 including delivery, and orders are now being taken. So we're delighted to say that we're involved with a company doing that type of thing. Plans to potentially introduce other replica shirts as well. So perhaps you could let us know which shirt you'd like to see introduced as a retro replica. I'm sure we've all got our favourites, so do look at that. So, got a message I'm just looking at on YouTube. Don't stop the quiz, which appears a number of times. So, yeah, unfortunately the quiz is coming to an end for now, but we do have plans to, from time to time, do an online quiz. Might coincide with a launch of something like a replica shirt, and we can offer quite a unique prize then. And also we're going to look to do some live quizzes at the Technique Stadium, so keep an eye out for that. We're still waiting for the go ahead to open the lounges. It'd be great to do a live quiz one night there, so keep an eye on the club website and social media channels. So the pin code *122, and tap the screen once you've put that pin code in. I'll just say for those first timers, you've got somebody who's never played before, ideally you need two devices, one to watch the quiz on YouTube, the other to set up a virtual keypad. So you might use your tablet or smartphone. Go on to buzzerpad.com, put in your name as you'd like it to appear on the screen, and then put in that pin code *122 and tap the screen so that you're registered for tonight's quiz. It's against the clock, generally 40 seconds per question, and because of the delay over the internet, runs at around about 6 seconds. So if you work that out, the last few seconds are pretty redundant really as far as you're concerned, because if you leave it until the last few seconds, then unfortunately you will have run out of time and missed out on an opportunity to pick up some valuable points. Got the usual question on the YouTube channel asking about the away kit. Seem to repeat this every week. Unfortunately, I've got no better news to inform in terms of a date. There's no date yet because, of course, the Club Superstore is currently closed. It's due to be closed for another couple of weeks after this week. So obviously, the away kit won't be on sale until that reopens. So do keep an eye out on the reopening of the Club Superstore. And also asked about season tickets as well. Well, as we've not been given the date of the start of the new season, then we're unable to put season tickets on sale just yet. So once again, do keep an eye on developments. We will, of course, put out the relevant details as soon as we know about the season. Yeah, I'm just seeing Keith's message on our YouTube chat saying RIP to John Bogue, lifetime supporter who has sadly passed away. We were contacted by a member of John's family to ask if we could put out a message, which we did do, put out on the website, and then link that from social media to inform all his friends out there who would have known him who were following the Spyrite. So I'll echo the sentiment there. Our sincere condolences, of course, go to John's family and friends. So the pin code 11122, and then tap the screen. The kickoff, I can confirm, is going to be at 8:10. Somebody just asking there on YouTube. So 8:10 is the kickoff time, so around 7 minutes remaining for you to sign in. If you have played before, do make sure you change that pin code, because it will save the previous one stored, but it won't be valid, unfortunately. So you do need to put in that new one, 11122, because any other pin code won't be valid, and then you won't be registered, unfortunately. Just asking about a rumour about a friendly. As far as I'm concerned, no pre-season friendlies have been confirmed yet. So again, we will confirm as soon as we have the details. So, a reminder, if you've just joined us, about the prize on offer tonight. I was explaining at the start of the stream about the link up with a manufacturer of retro shirts, and we're going to, well, they're going to introduce that in partnership with us, the so-called Co-Light shirt, the name of the sponsor there on the front with the pinstripes. That was worn during the 84-85 title winning season, and that will be available to buy all sorts of sizes as well, from toddlers up to adults. Now the adult shirts cost £35 including delivery, and that will go into production shortly, so do bear with us if you do win. Of course, because we've only just taken that decision to work in partnership with them, then will obviously be a few weeks before it's available, but you will be able to have a name and number printed on the back as well, and that goes for everybody who orders free of charge, no extra charge for a name and number on the back. So looking forward to working with the company and putting out some popular shirts from the past. We'll get, I think, the Newt wearing one of those 84-85 Co-Light shirts. Spoke to him earlier today. He's quite thrilled about the idea of having a replica shirt from that year with his name and number on the back. So look out for that on the website at some point. So treble 122 is the pin code for tonight's quiz. A few minutes remain, about 3 or 4 minutes. Treble 122 and then tap the screen to make sure that you are registered to play. So I'd be interested to see how many we get for this final quiz. If you missed it earlier, I was just explaining that this is the final quiz of the series. But we will, from time to time, I'm sure, do some online Spyrites quizzes or similar quizzes to perhaps mark product launches, things like that. And also we're looking to do some live quizzes at the Technique Stadium. So do keep an eye out when we're all given the go-ahead to get together, socially distanced of course. It will be great to do some live quizzes in the SBK Spires restaurant. So look forward to that time when we can do that. 74 people on my screen now have logged in. And we've got just a few minutes remaining before kickoff. Reminder as well on your stream, because I've just done that myself, looking at the stream on YouTube, which was lagging some way behind, but I must have caught my iPad for a moment and paused it because it was some way behind. So do make sure that your stream is right up to date. Make sure that you've not paused it. Drag the bar at the bottom as far as you can to the right hand side, and then that'll mean you're as up to date as possible. There is a delay of around 6 seconds over the internet, so nothing we can do about that, but you don't want to be lagging too far behind because you could miss out. Good to hear from Dunk Fletcher. It's Wednesday night, so it must be Chesterfield FC quiz night, the last one. Thanks for the last few weeks to myself and Phil Tooley. Thanks very much for that, Duncan, who as usual has included some photos of his big screen and also his keypad and previous leaderboard. So yeah, great to see those, Duncan. Thanks very much. Duncan has been a regular player, as have many people. We've seen plenty of people playing every week. And just looking on the comments that Phil's put on our YouTube channel, the quiz roll of honour. Zeus was the inaugural winner, and Westbar Spyrite has a record 3 wins. Franchise Pilsley, 2 wins as CSKA and Eintracht Pilsley. Jay Wheeler, winner of the abandoned quiz when we had a problem with the internet that night. It wouldn't cooperate. Bellatrix La Spyrite, Owen, Boca Seniors, Carlos, Christchurch Spyrite, Robert Archie, Moondog, Kurt CFC, and reigning champion Kevin Wag. Also podium finishers. Haven't quite managed to win. Lee, Beachy, LS Ian, Mundy's Child, M&G, Mr. T, Charlie Farley, Traff 32, Summerfield Blues, Samba Skills. I'm guessing the answer South Normo Spyrite, PK, Powers Blue, T392, TBCFC 91, Sammy, No Clue, and Moss CFC. Thanks for your comment, Daryl, as well. Thanking myself and Phil and all involved, plus all the participants. It's been a welcome distraction from the COVID madness. Come on, you Blues. Thanks for that, Daryl. So thanks to everybody who's given us some great feedback about the quizzes. It's been great doing them. So I'll make it 8:10 now. We've got 87 people signed in. So about time that we got started. So a final call if you've just joined us. Just very quickly put in that pin code, treble 122. And then if you tap the screen, important that you tap the screen. Put in that number, treble 122, tap the screen, and that will be you registered for tonight's final Spyrites quiz. And 90 taking part, which is great to see. So without further ado, let's get underway. Okay, should we take a look and see who's with us tonight? EJT, the first to sign in. Dunk Fletcher 89, mentioned him a moment ago with his photos. Reggie for POTY. Thanks, Phil. Great quizzes. Glee Team, Alex, Gruffalo, Blue Boys, Westbar Sparite, Bellatrix La Sparite. So we have, I made that a couple of winners, past winners in the first 10 to sign in. And Pilsley, the franchise Pilsley, is not Real Pilsley tonight, it seems, I'm guessing. Take a look further down. Moondog, another former champion. Kevin Wag finally broke his duck last week after many attempts. Bucko 44, a regular competitor. Edgers as well, have played in pretty much every quiz we've done, I think. A few new names there as well as familiar ones, ones that jump out. Zoe's Uncle, another regular, as is Veiled Madness. Jay Wheeler, winner of the Abandon quiz. And we've got our friends on the South Coast, Christchurch Sparite, South Coast Spirites, SC Sparite Harry. Great to see you all involved again. And according to this, we've got 99 players now. So just do make sure that you've pressed the... we'll tap the screen once you've put in the number to make sure that you are registered. Bees Andrew as well. Great to see Bees Andrew. And congratulations for your Supporter of the Year award that you've been given. Got some details of that earlier. So a national award. So very well done for that, Andrew. I hope all is well. So I think now we need to get underway for real with question 1. So in the last match at Saltergate, which Spirite wore the number 8 shirt? Was it Derek Niven, Mark Allett, Barry Conlon, or Adam Rundle? Remember, you need to answer as quickly as possible. We're looking for the Spirite who wore the number 8 shirt in the last match at Saltergate. Derek Niven, Mark Allett, Barry Conlon, or Adam Rundle? Less than half the time remains. Over 80 people have answered. Quickly get your answer in if you haven't already done so. On to the last 10 seconds, so time is running out. Over 90 now have answered. And the answer is Derek Niven. Allett was 7, Conlon 13, and Rundle was 24. 94 people were able to answer. A few missed out there, so do make sure you beat the clock. I appreciate some might be having connection problems, but do get your answer in as quickly as possible. So how many people put A? Well, most popular answer was Mark Allett with 41, 38 going for Niven, 10 for Conlon, 5 for Rundle. So who's the very first leader of the evening? Oh, Dunk Fletcher, straight in. 29 points. Katie second. Will Dean, Willis, Spire 78, Andy T, Shez. I'm going to say Symbol, Beachy, and Millie's team. That's the top 10 after the first one. And as Phil says, on just glancing on the YouTube comments section, all questions are based on the last Wednesday at 8 Chesterfield FC quiz from Nick Johnson and Phil Tooley. So you might see some references to our names and also Wednesday and the last, things like that. So there's a fairly loose theme going on there. So question 2. When Chesterfield finished last in League 2 in 1999-2000, which two of these players' goals tallies combined to make 8 in total? Was it Ryan Williams and Roger Willis, Roger Willis and Chris Beaumont, Steve Payne and Chris Beaumont, or Ryan Williams and Steve Payne? So, whose combined total of goals made 8 in the 99-2000 season? Ryan Williams and Roger Willis and Chris Beaumont, Steve Payne and Chris Beaumont, or Ryan Williams and Steve Payne. And less than half the time now remains. Over 80 have answered so far. Quickly get your answer in. Coming to the last 10 seconds. And now we're in it. Just over 90 have answered. Quickly answer if you haven't already done so. 96 this time answering, and it was D, Ryan Williams and Steve Payne. How many people put that? Well, the second most popular answer. And just the other figures there. Williams 5, Payne 3, Willis 4 and Beaumont 2. So the leaderboard, we had Dunk Fletcher, or Dunk Fletch. Still there, Dunk Fletch 89, that's the combination yet. Still at the top, 2 points clear of Andy T. Then Christchurch Spire in third. Spire Flyer. Then Symbol, DJ, Spire Power, South Coast Spirites, Lee, and Crosby Spirite. Question 3. Sheffield Wednesday have played just one competitive game at the current Spirite Stadium, a 1-0 home win in February 2012. But which of these players who've also played for Chesterfield started for the Owls that day? Look at the photos there and pick A, B, C or D. There's somebody who played or started for Wednesday in that game in 2012. A, B, C or D. I'm sure you'll recognise most, if not all of them. And less than half the time now remains. So one of those players started for the Owls in February 2012 at the home of the Spirites. Less than 10 seconds remain. Quickly get your answer in. And the answer is B. That's Chris O'Grady. Gary Medine came on as a sub, whilst Dan Jones and Richard O'Donnell both played for Wednesday that season, but not in that game. How many people then put B? Most popular answer with 37 is Dunk Fletch, still at the top. No, been replaced by Andy T. 2 points clear. DJ in third, Crosby Spirite, True Blue Service Crew, Katie, Will Dean, Kevin Wagg, Christchurch Spirite, and Brockwell Spirite. Take a look further down. Well, in fact, we've got Atletico Pilsley, so presumed it was franchise Pilsley, so that could be franchise Pilsley and somebody else masquerading as franchise. And see if we've got a current player there. Bumped into a current player who said that he'd taken part a few times. And I did notice him once, but I think he's used different names. I'm just seeing if I can see his name anywhere. Well, of course, he could be undercover. So he did say that he played about 3 times. But I can't. Nobody's jumping out at me at the moment. Yeah. Oh, we've just got over 100 registered, but I think a few having connection issues. So let's move on. So how many players called Nicky have appeared in competitive first team games for Chesterfield? Is it 3, 5, 7 or 9? How many Nickies have played competitive first team games for the Spirites? Either 3, 5, 7 or 9? Very tricky one. And less than half the time now remains. Time running out. 96 have answered so far. The answer is 5. Nicky Jose, as well as Clark, Law, Rizzo, and Travis. So B. How many people put B? Well, narrowly the most popular answer. 33 getting that right, but 31 going for 7 and 27 for 3. So leaderboard time. Andy T still at the top, and DJ edges Doug Fletch 89, the early leader, into 3rd place. Then it's True Blue Service Crew. Ashley Start the Car, Brockwell Spyrite, Symbol, Spire Flyer, Munch CFC, and South Coast Spyrites. Bucko 44 just outside the top 10, as is Lee, who was a strong contender in, I think it was the first quiz that we did. I think he was in the top 3. I think I mentioned him earlier. Moondog, we see on the first page there as well, a former winner. Sammy went close. Kevin Wagg won last week. So, yeah, quite a few regular players there. Okay, we'll move on. So how many fills are in the Spyrites all-time top 100 appearance makers? Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? The number of fills in the all-time top 100 appearance makers. Either 1, 2, 3, or 4. How many can you think of who would be in the top 100 appearance makers for the Spyrites? So less than half the time now remains. Over 80 people have answered so far. Time running out though. We're heading to the final 10 seconds. Over 90 now, 95. Quickly get your answer in. So 97 have answered, and it's 3. Walker, Tingey, and Picken. So how many people put 3? Most popular answer, 50 getting that right. So approximately half the amount of people taking part getting the right answer there. So let's take a look, see how that affects the leaderboard. Andy T still at the top, 24 points clear of DJ. Dunk Fletch 89, the early leader, in 3rd place. Ashley Start the Car, Brockwell Spyrite, True Blue Service Crew, Spire Flyer, Munch CFC, Spire Power, and Willis. That's the top 10. Question 6. Chesterfield squad numbering began in 99-2000. Which of these players was the first to be allocated the number 8 shirt? Look at the photos and say A, B, C, or D. The photo question, look at the photos. The first to be allocated the number 8 shirt when numbering began in 99-2000. Less than half the time remains. Less than 10 seconds left. Quickly get your answer in. And the answer is D. So D, Mick Galloway. Michael Simpkins was 16, Chris Beaumont was 14, and John Howard was 7. So how many people put D? Only 19 getting that right. So fair spread of answers there. That could have changed things at the top. Andy T still ahead, but only by 3 points from DJ. Ashley is in 3rd place. Dunk Fletch 89 in 4th. Bucko 44 moving up to 5th. Brockwell Spyrite, True Blue Service Crew, the Cots, Spire Flyer, and Munch CFC. Let's take a look further down. See who we have to the 2nd page. Atletico Pilsley, I think is franchise Pilsley, I'm guessing. Can you see yourself there? Reigning champion Kevin Wagg not doing so well tonight. 41st place at the moment. And who do we have on the bottom of the table who's yet to get off the mark? Westball Spyrite. I wonder if having connection issues there. Not scored yet. Right at the bottom, I'm presuming some of those, I think Edges I've noticed are running out of time, so clearly having an issue with their internet probably. Westbar Spiral, yeah, sure must have got some problem there. The record number of wins, of course, from Westbar Spirite. So how many National League games has Chesterfield played on a Wednesday? Is it 0, 1, 2 or 3? The number of National League games played by the Spirites on a Wednesday. 0, 1, 2 or 3. And less than half the time remains. Quickly get your answer in. We're going into the last 10 seconds now. Over 90 have answered. Who's still going to miss out, I think? The answer is 2, both against Solihull Moors. Boxing Day and New Year's Day both being the last matches under Martin Allen and John Sheridan, respectively. So whoever is manager, it will be worried if we play Solihull Moors on a Wednesday. So how many people put C? 23 getting that right. So I could have changed things at the top. Andy T was the leader. Take a look. Is he still there? No, replaced by DJ at the top. Dunk Fletch still in contention there in third place. Been right there. Well, it was at the very summit at the start. Ashley fourth is. Then it's the Cots, Munch CFC, Willis, Bucko 44, Brockwell Spirite, and True Blue Service Crew. Question 8. In 2004, Roy McFarlane switched Chesterfield's home night games from Tuesday to Wednesday. The first such game saw goals from Klingon and Toya, Blatherwick and Allett. Who were the opponents? Stockport County, QPR, Bristol City or Huddersfield Town? For the opponents in that first Wednesday night home game under Roy McFarland. Goals from Klingon and Toya, Blatherwick and Allett. Was it Stockport County, QPR, Bristol City or Huddersfield Town? Less than half the time remains. Quickly get your answer in. Few seconds left. And the answer is Stockport County. Won 4-0 Wednesday 20th of October 2004. And most popular answer, more than half getting that right, 54. So is DJ still the leader? No, Andy T returns to the top. Ashley is in second place, and it's DJ dropping down to third. The Cots, Munch CFC, Dunk Fletch 89, Brockwell Spirite, True Blue Service Crew, South Coast Spirites and Christchurch Spirite. That's the top 10. I see Spirite Harry is doing well, 12th place. Then it's Lee, Westbar Spirites Bird, Bucko 44, Sam in the number 1 Spirite, Boca Seniors, Alex, Boomer, Travelman and Spirite 94. I think I just forgot to mention Willis there, just outside the top 10 in the 11th place. Okay, here were Chesterfield's opponents the last time the club played a game on the 8th day of the 8th month. Look at those badges and tell us which team, A, B, C or D. So the opponents the last time Spirites played a game on the 8th day of the 8th month. Those badges will tell you which clubs. Do you know which club it was? A, B, C or D? And less than half the time now remains. Just 10 seconds left now. I'm running out. Quickly get your answer in. And it is A, Sheffield Wednesday 4-1 League Cup defeat in 2017. So how many people put A? Well, the least popular answer. So that could have shaken things up. Let's take a look. DJ at the top. 12 points clear of Andy T. Ashley then. It's the Cots, Munch CFC, SE Sparite, Harry jumping up to 6th. And it's Dunk Fletch 89, Brockwell Sparite, True Blue Service Crew, and Alex going well in 10th place. Okay, who am I? Look at the video and get the clues. Either Kevin Randall, Jerry Sears, Albert Phelan, or Brian Freer. 8th on the all-time appearance list. Here on the Wall of Fame in the Memorial Garden. Quickly get your answer in. Don't wait until all the clues have come up. You'll run out of time. Chesterfield was my only professional team. So repeat of those is coming up, but quickly get your answer in. 8th on the all-time appearance list. Appears on the Wall of Fame in the Memorial Garden. Chesterfield, his only professional team. Kevin Randall, Jerry Sears, Albert Phelan, or Brian Freer. You have to be quick on that one. Jerry Sears. Yeah, I think people waiting a little too long. Yeah, the writing speeded up, fortunately, as Phil points out on the YouTube comments. A little slow last week for those who played. So just to warn you ahead of the last question, it's a similar video clues question. So you do need to, I know the lack of music perhaps doesn't hurry people along, so you do need to get your answer in as quickly as possible. So Jerry Sears, B. Let's take a look how many got that right. Well, the third most popular answer after Kevin Randall and Albert Phelan. So what's that do to the leaderboard? DJ at the top. 12 points ahead of Andy T. Ashley is there. SC, Sparite, Harry in 4th. The Cots, Munch CFC, Dunk Fletch 89, South Normo Sparite, Brockwell Sparite, and Willis. That's the top 10. Should take a look further down. Kevin Wagg, the reigning champion, still 44th place. So it does show you how things can change from week to week. Not doing so well tonight, but has been a regular player of the quizzes. So at the bottom, I'm sure some of those there just having problems with connections. I know that Edges are. They've obviously tried to set up another keypad. But unfortunately, Edges unable to take part tonight, which is a shame. Okay, which was the last team to play a cup tie against Chesterfield on a Wednesday evening? Was it Manchester City, Leyton Orient, West Ham United, or Rochdale? The last team to play a cup tie against the Sparites on a Wednesday evening. It's either Manchester City, Leyton Orient, West Ham United, or Rochdale. And less than half the time now remains. Quickly get your answer in. Over 90 have answered so far. Still some to go. 10 seconds left. Time running out now. And the answer is Manchester City. A 2-all draw in the Checkatrade Trophy. That was in November 2017. How many people put Manchester City? Well, caught quite a few people out. The most popular answer, West Ham. Then Rochdale with 24. Only 21 getting that right. 5 going for Leyton Orient. 9 no-shows. So let's take a look at the leaderboard. DJ still there. 12 points ahead of Andy T. Then Ashley, SC Sparite, Harry. I think it's pretty much an unchanged top 4 there. Willis, the Cots, Munch CFC at South Coast Sparites, Katie, and True Blue Service Crew. Dunk Fletch 89 drops out of the top 10 after leading early on. Okay, which of these Phils scored on his Spyrites debut? Now, this is a tricky one. Look at the photos. That'll give you a clue to the surname of each of those Phils. So, which one, if you can work out from those clues which Phils we're talking about and which one scored on his Spyrites debut. Very interesting question. I'm sure two of them will be perhaps quite easy for you to work out. I think two of them a little more difficult. The all important thing is which of those Phils scored on his Spyrites debut. One thing working the clues out and then working that particular fact out. 15 seconds left. Quickly get your answer in. So a very interesting question. And the answer is A. Had you worked that out? That it's Phil Cliff. That was against Rochdale in 71. Phil Brown scored on his first start but had been a sub before that. Phil Walker didn't score in his debut. And Phil Morgan, the car on the right, was a goalkeeper. So very interesting question. I like ones like that. Let's take a look, see how many people put A. Well, it caught out so many people, only 11 getting that right. Did they work it out or was it a guess? 33 going for C. 28 for B, 18 for D, 12 no-shows. So that could have changed things at the top. Let's take a look. Well, DJ is there. Still 12 points ahead of Andy T and then Ashley, SE Spyright Harry. So again, I think that's an unchanged top 4 or 5. We've got a newcomer in the top 10, EJT, and perhaps Katie as well might have squeezed into there. Okay, how many league appearances had Ernie Moss made for Chesterfield before he wore the number 8 shirt for the first time? Is it 0, 1, 17 or 18? So Ernie Moss, Spyrites legend, of course. How many league appearances had he made before he wore that number 8 shirt for the first time? 0, 1, 17 or 18? "15 seconds left. Still a number of people to answer. Quickly get your answer in. And the answer is 17. There's 17 appearances in 68-69 were all in the number 9 shirt. Darlington away in August 69. His first appearance in his famous number. How many people put C? 29. 33 going for B, which was 1. And 13 for 0. 15 for 18. So is DJ still at the top? No, SC Spyright Harry is 6 points ahead at the top. 7-year-old Harry doing brilliantly. Plays in all the Chester's quizzes and all the Spyrites quizzes as well, and some of the fun family quizzes that we've run. So a terrific performance from young Harry. DJ in second, Willis third, Andy T fourth, Ashley 5th, and it's Bocker Seniors coming up, making good progress. A former winner, of course, Dunk Fletch 89, the number 1 Spyrite, the Cots, and Munch CFC. Question 14. Phil Robinson played a major role in the Spyrites' 94-95 promotion season, but who did he make his Chesterfield debut against? Was it Mansfield Town, Doncaster Rovers, Rochdale, or Northampton Town? So, who did Phil Robinson make his Chesterfield debut against? Mansfield Town, Doncaster Rovers, Rochdale, or Northampton Town? And less than 20 seconds left. Quickly get your answer in. 10 seconds to go. And the answer is Rochdale. 2-2 draw on December the 10th. How many people put C? Well, the least popular answer, 29 go for Northampton, 22 for Mansfield, 20 for Doncaster. So how does that change things? At the top, Willis takes over at the top. Short-lived spell at the summit for SC Spirite Harry, who drops down to third. DJ in second. South Coast Spirites in fourth, and Spire Flyer Andy T. Ashley, Bocker Seniors, Dunk Fletch 89, and the number one Spirite. That's the top 10. Question 15. Which of these players started 8 National League games for Chesterfield in 2019-20? So look at the photos and tell us A, B, C, or D. Which one of those players started 8 National League games for Chesterfield in the season just gone? Look at the photos and say A, B, C, or D. Less than half the time remains. A reminder that up for grabs is a replica shirt from the 84-85 season. 10 seconds left now. Quickly get your answer in. And the answer is A, Jordan Cropper. Robbie Weir made 9 appearances. Anthony Gerrard 10. And Luke Coddington 9. So how many people put A? Third most popular answer, 29 going for B, 22 for D, 18 for C. So very, fairly even spread there of answers. Let's take a look then at the leaderboard. And SC Spirite Harry makes an immediate return to the top, 204 points, 3 points ahead of Willis. DJ in third, then Spire Flyer, then number one Spirite. EJT doing well there in sixth. South Coast Spirites, Lee, Andy T, and Ashley. Few questions left. 16. Daniel Johnson played first team matches for 3 different teams in 2014-15. Chesterfield and Preston North End, plus which other? Aston Villa, Yeovil Town, Oldham Athletic, or Doncaster Rovers? Which other team did Daniel Johnson play for in 2014-15? Aston Villa, Yeovil Town, Oldham Athletic, or Doncaster Rovers? Less than half the time remains. Ten seconds left. Quickly get your answer in. And the answer is Oldham Athletic. He had a loan spell there between playing for Chesterfield and Preston North End. So C is what we're looking for. And 43 going for Aston Villa, 23 for Oldham, 13 for Yeovil, 10 for Doncaster. So is SC Spirite Harry still our leader? No, Spire Flyer takes over at the top. Harry into second place, Willis in third, and it's DJ Dunk Fletch 89 who was the early leader, climbing back up the table after dropping out the top 10. Then it's the number one Spirite, the Cots, Brockwell Spirites 2, EJT, and South Coast Spirites. Let's take a look further down as we come towards the end. See if you can see yourself amongst those. I can't see the current player that I spoke to today unless he's undercover, and that was Scott Bowden, who's taken part in several quizzes and enjoyed them, he tells me. So maybe that he's under a pseudonym, unless I've missed an obvious name there. That would be him. Okay, question 17. When Chesterfield finished last in Division 3 in 82-83, which of these players did not wear the number 8 shirt in any league game? Was it Andy Kowalski, Mick Gooding, Russell Athasich, or Gordon Owen? So Which of those players didn't wear the number 8 shirt in any league game in 82-83? Andy Kowalski, Mick Gooding, Russell Athasich, or Gordon Owen? Less than half the time now remains. Need to get your answer in quickly. I'm running out. And the answer is Andy Kowalski. Did they wear number 8 in a Football League trophy game against Chester? How many people put A? Well, level favourite amongst the participants with Gordon Owen, and then just one less for Russell Athasich. 17 going for Mick Gooding, so yeah, the scores there quite evenly matched. Let's take a look then, see who's at the top. Spire Flyer 13 points ahead of SC Sparat Harry, then it's Willis, DJ, EJT, Ashley, Dunk Fletch 89, the number 1 Sparite, Spire Power, and the Cots. 18. Which of these Chesterfield home kits was the last to be worn before shirt sponsorship became the norm in 1983? Look at those kits in the photo and tell us A, B, C, or D. So, which of those kits the last to be worn before the shirt sponsorship became the norm in 83? And less than half the time now remains. And we're going to the last 3 answers that could be crucial, of course, as we look for the winner of the final Spirites quiz in this series. And the answer is A. 1982-83 season supplied by Latif. So who put A? Or how many people put A? Well, 27 going for B, 23 for D, 13 for C, 25 getting it right. Let's take a look then at leaderboard. Spire Flyer is there. EJT in second place, climbing up to there and putting on pressure going into the final couple of questions. Then it's DJ, SC Sparat Harry still in contention, Willis, Spire Power, South Coast Spirites, Andy T, Ashley, and Bocker Seniors. So a couple of crunch questions coming up. Let's come to the penultimate question now. So in the last match that Chesterfield played, which 2 players came on as subs for the Spirites? Was it Nathan Tyson and Regan Hutchinson? Regan Hutchinson and Mike Fondop, Scott Bowden and Mike Fondop, or Scott Bowden and Nathan Tyson? So in the last game played by the Spirites, which of those pairings came on as subs? They Nathan Tyson and Regan Hutchinson and Mike Fondop, Scott Bowden and Mike Fondop, or Scott Bowden and Nathan Tyson? Less than half the time now remains. Into the last 10 seconds. Quickly get your answer in if we've not already done so. And the answer is B, Regan Hutchinson and Mike Fondop. How many people got B? Most popular answer, 32. 19 going for A and for C. And 17 going for D. 15 no-shows. So going into the final question of the final Spirites quiz in this series, let's take a look at the all-important leaderboard. Spire Flyer at the top. 35 points clear of SC Sparite Harry. Then it's EJT, South Coast Sparite, DJ, Andy T, Willis, number 1 Sparite, Dunk Fletch 89, and Spire Power. So reminder that we do have the video clues question to finish on as always. So early warning for that you do need to answer as quickly as possible. Because I know there's no sound initially until the video is finished. It cuts out the sound, and I think people wait for that sound to kick in before answering, but you need to be answering as quickly as possible with those clues. Don't wait until the last 10 seconds or so. So good luck, everyone. So go into the final question. So who am I? Will Smith, Ken Burton, David Reeves or Richard O'Donnell started his career with Sheffield Wednesday. Made 237 league appearances for Chesterfield. Final clue, scored a total of 6 league goals for the club. So all the clues are there, just a recap, but should be enough to tell you which one that is. I think you can rule out a couple straight away, so you should know. Quickly get your answer in, time running out. And the answer is Ken Burton. Interestingly, Ken Burton presented me with a Coca-Cola Soccer Skills badge at a Chesterfield against Wimbledon game, I think from memory serves me correctly, around 1980-81. I think it was a goalless draw, and remember that at Saltergate. Ken Burton, I think, was injured that day and handing out the certificates and the badges. So that's my memory of Ken Burton. How many people put B? 24, but 36 going for David Reeves. I think they were the ones who jumped in early on the back of the Sheffield Wednesday clue before seeing how few goals were scored. Richard O'Donnell garnering 17 votes. Will Smith with 9. So let's go into the final leaderboard of the final Spyrites quiz. And we're going to start with the top 3. And in third place tonight, it's EJT. Well done to EJT. I think first time on the podium since we've been running the quizzes. Great effort from you, and made up some lost ground to get into the top 3. Tonight's runner-up is SC Spyrite Harry, the 7-year-old Spyrite from the South Coast. Terrific effort that, Harry. Well done indeed. And tonight's winner, who wins a replica 84-85 shirt, is Spire Flyer. So well done to Spire Flyer. Do make sure that you take a photo or a screenshot of your keypad screen so you can claim that prize. We'll put the details on the club website so you know where to send that to. Well, very many congratulations for winning the final Spyrites quiz. Let's take a look further down. Let's take a look at the top 10. South Coast Spyrites. It's been a good night for them on the South Coast in 4th place there. Number 1 Spyrite, DJ, Andy T, Spire Power, Boca Seniors and Willis. The early leader, Dunk Fletch 89, just outside the top 10. Take a look further down. Some of those names were in the top 10 at various times. Bucko 44, 20th there, respectable finish. Kevin Wagg, last week's winner, an improvement on 44th at one point, finishing in 26th. By the way, I've not forgotten, I do need to drop off your prize from last week, the commemorative coin, so we'll sort that out shortly. Taking a look further down, as I always say, we do leave these on the YouTube channel, so if you've not managed to catch your name, you will be able to take a look back and see where you finished. We still go down there. Bellatrix Laspirite, a former winner there, 53rd. Moondog, another former winner. Still we go down the table. Thanks, Phil. Great quizzes. Yeah, I'll echo that one. And we're getting down towards the three figures now. I think towards the bottom, people who weren't able to effectively take part because of connection issues. I know that was the case certainly for Edgers, and no doubt Westwell Spyrite experiencing some issues with connection. Same for Bees Andrew, unfortunately unable to take part, but congratulations once again to Spire Flyer, our winner, who wins that new 84-85 replica shirt, which will be in production shortly. So if you do bear with us, but for that to be produced, but in the meantime, please do give us your details and we'll arrange for that to be sent to you, and we will put that out on the website when it's available on sale. Order direct from the manufacturer, and you can have a name and number put on for no extra charge as well. So should be very popular. Don't forget that iconic Union Jack shirt as well, which is available to purchase. So just remains for me to say thanks very much to everybody for your support of the quizzes. We started these at the beginning of lockdown. We didn't know how they would take off, and I'm pleased to say that they've been very well received. We've had many people taking part every week, which is a sign that we've been doing something right with them. So thanks very much for showing your support. Do need to say a massive thanks to Phil Tooley, who's put in a lot of effort to put together 20 questions each week, and having compiled plenty of quizzes myself as well, including the fun family one. I do know how much work goes into putting the quizzes together. It is a labour of love because we do enjoy doing it, but nevertheless that doesn't take anything away from the fact that a lot of effort does go into them. So we are indebted to Phil for his valued efforts in doing that. Should also acknowledge Tina Jenner, of course, the club photographer, for her superb photos that have been included in the various quizzes that we've done, and it really does make a difference to the whole feeling of the quiz, really, to have some great images. So thanks to you, Tina, as well, but also, as I say, thanks to everybody, not only for tonight but also over the last few months. We hope that we've been giving you some good entertainment and keeping you in touch with the club, really. And we've got to acknowledge that community is a massive part of the football club. We never lose sight of that, and you know, the community trust does a lot of great work in the community, and I like to think that we've formed a great little online community. I say little, Phil tells me we've had over 2,500 taking part in total over the last few months, so it is great to have that online community, and fantastic to receive all the positive feedback, people who've enjoyed playing. So we will look to do from time to time an online quiz, and also, as I say, we'll do some live quizzes at the Technique Stadium as soon as we're given the go-ahead. Look forward to doing that and to meeting some of you there. Thanks very much once again for all your support, for your messages, and yeah, just hope that you've enjoyed what we've put out there for you. And of course, as always, take care and look after yourselves until we speak again. Thank you.